Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we are going to be having a look at the
GS-201. It's a legendary space echo for your iPad.
Yeah, indeed. But first we're going to kick off with a brand new track from Metal Shack. His brand new album's out. It's on Bandcamp. It's called Memoriam. This is Song of the Executioner. Yeah, Kev Hart, Metal Shack. It's a brand new video that went up last night. Hello, welcome to the show. My name's Jade. This is How to App on iOS. Every day we take a look at apps, creating music, video, whatever it is that is creativity. It doesn't have to be on an iPad. It's just all about creativity. I just happen to use iOS for the most part. I'd like to welcome our War Warriors. For $1 a month, you can become a War Warrior and you can get custom emojis and partake in what we did yesterday here on the channel, Secret Show, where we had a quiz about your music. Maybe I'll show you a bit of it at the end of the show. It was heaps of fun. We had 50 questions about artists in this community, across all the communities, Pete Johns and Ron Ward, and Metalhead Hippie, and Camp G-May. All these communities. So we had 50 questions. Me and Russ hosted it. It was a jolly good time. And Thomas Christ won. Of course he did. And Kim Hardin Hudson came third. And Brad Example, Kim came second. Brad Example came third. It was a good time had by all. So that was the new track by Kev Hart, Metal Shack. And that is called Song for the Executioner. And it is also available right now on Bandcamp. It's an exclusive release on Bandcamp. Bandcamp, see if I can find it. Bandcamp, I should have had this organized. Metal Shack. Let's see if I can dig it up on my screen here. Because I'll always promote Bandcamp before anything else. So go ahead and purchase it. £7. It's worth your time. It's got 10 tracks on it. It's really sick. Really high quality, and grab it now. The link is pinned to the comments up the top if you would like to do that as well. There you go. All right, let's say hello to folks who are here in the chat, and then we'll get on with today's app. We've got JDL, who is coming on the show at the end of this week for an interview. John David Lees is coming on the show this week. So Thursday it'll be for you guys living in the past. And the show will start an hour earlier than normal. I know, I can't do anything about it because Pete Johns refuses to move his time slot due to daylight savings. So I have to do the interviews an hour early. It is what it is. Dan Eckberg is here. Gregory O'Sullivan, John Frank, Songs, Joe Glenn. Just lost 2 of my tracks saved, but obviously not. And Joe is ready to punch heads. You don't want to see Joe when she's angry. She's like the Incredible Hulk. She turns green and tears Barry's balls off and then spits him back with fire. Now that's an image. Scott Borthwick, hello to you. I think I've got Cold Acres here. Hopefully Cold Acres coming over this weekend. And he's not doing a Yoko Ono on me. Fucking this guy and pussy, man. It's a poison. I'll tell you what. Anyway, so hopefully he is coming over this weekend so we can sort out this video clip, or else, because he's the one who wanted to be Doctor Who. Anyway, good stuff. So yeah, this weekend I'll be shooting video clip. Fingers crossed if Cold Acre gets his ass here to do it, because the time is, you better be here. Fucking Yoko. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be shooting my video clip this weekend. That's really exciting stuff for the Metheist song. All right, what are we doing today? Oh, we should look at some price drops. Should we do that first? There are price drops. Audio Evolution Mobile Studio. Now, I've had this for ages, and it's next on the agenda. Probably November. I'm going to take a look at this. It is a DAW. And it's really cool. It's a really good DAW. So I think in November I'm going to try and make a song using this DAW for the first time. It'll be a kindercore track probably. And we'll take you through my experience using a DAW I've never used before. I've done that on several episodes on this channel. I like testing myself. We've got the VA apps are all on sale. Progressions from 4 Pockets is on sale. TalkWorks from 4 Pockets. What else do we have? Notion is on sale. This is really cool. So for taking notation and stuff for music, it's free at the moment. It does have an in-app purchase, but go and get it. It's definitely worth your time. It's free. It's normally worth $15. Go grab it. Notion. It's really handy for music, putting down ideas for music. If you've got an iPad or an iPhone, go get it. Go get it. Just grab it. And then you can decide if you want to try out the additional features. But there's plenty for what you get for free. And you know, as you can tell, it's normally worth $15. Grab it now. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it for that free price. All of the session band apps are on sale. La-di-da. That's about it. We'll cover there. Today, we're going to be having a look at GS-201. And this is by our friends at GSI, Genuine Soundware Inc. I think, is that what it's called? GSI, I'll just call them. And this is yet again another really cool emulation of old equipment. So we covered all of these, the VB3, the Echo B2, the Vari Speed, and later this week we're looking at the Time Verb, another really cool one. It's got a price on it, $13.99 US. Again, apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need to collect them all, but that's what this show's about, to help you decide if this is something that's worthwhile going into your arsenal. Arsenal? So what is this replicating? The Roland RE201. And this is a space echo unit. So it was made by Roland between 1974 and 1990. So it uses magnetic tape. A tape echo device records incoming audio to loop of magnetic tape, then replays the continuous loop over the playback head before it is erased again. So it's a classic piece of kit. Anyone who's been around for forever and ever, like Russ, will know this thing has been around, and you can find videos on these, and a lot of them, the second-hand ones that you get, the problem is with them is that the tape gets fucked up, and you know you've got to try and replace the tape. But it is an echo unit. Let's see if I can flick over here and give you a little bit of a. Here's a real one in action. This is a real one in action. Listen to that analog beauty right there. Look at the dent in the top there. That thing's seen some days. That dude's got some hairy arms, I tell you what. So there you go. There's the real thing in action. What's really cool about this is it looping back on itself. You can get some continuous loop on here that is amazing. And GSI are doing a great job of rejigging these and bringing these to us in a digital format. I'm sure even on the GSI YouTube channel, you can probably find it where he's actually gone ahead and done a comparison. Here it is here of the iPad version. So you can see the iPad sitting above there, and then the real version. So what's amazing about this is he actually owns these and recreates them for iPad, for PC. So these are available on Mac, PC. This is available, and now on iPad for us iOS users. And flicking between the two, it's really hard to tell the difference. Sure, there is a difference, like with anything that's a recreation, but it's very slight. All right, so shall we jump in and have a play with it? I think we should. Now, I have it set up this is a kind of test blues jam that I use. I've used this on several demonstrations just because it's simple and it will show. Let's just play it. Just this nice little blues jam where we've got everything separated. So as you can see, we've got a one-to-one replica of it here. And let's run through the controls. So you've got an on and off switch over here. There you go, nice and easy, off. You're not going to need a degree to understand how to work this. So you have a left input and a right input. Hey, Pete. So you can change the levels left and right of this. You've got a dry signal. So you can add in your dry signal or just take it all out. And now we're just dealing with the echo. Nice little addition there. This is your mode selector. We'll come back to that. Now I'm going to turn out this dry signal, and you have an EQ for the echo. So we can cut back all the bass, or we can add in the bass. Now this is only affecting the echo, right? And we have a treble. So you can hear when we turn that up, we're getting a fuller bass sound on that echo. You have a reverb volume, of course. So if we take out all the dry signal, we're just getting pure effect now. Now down the bottom are our delay controls. So we've got our repeat rate. Up high, of course, is a faster rate. And down low, slower rate. This is where things get interesting because we've got an intensity here, which is obviously our feedback. And now this thing can get wild. So you really got to get it under control. Because if I turn this up, it's going to loop on itself. So be very careful with your intensity. There you go. We have over here too our echo or our straight sound. So our echo volume. We can take out this reverb. So they're the controls. That's basically it. We'll go through the mode selector. So there's 11 selections here. Let's flick this over to this track. Give it some reverb. This is number 2. Number 3. So this is changing between the tape heads. Number 5. Six. 7. 'We're on number 11 here. Plus, what they've added is down the bottom, you can just have the reverb only. It does go to 11, Gregory. Not many apps do. So clearly this is going to sound fantastic on a guitar. It's made for a guitar. Sound awesome on keys as well. And drums, yes, as well. We'll throw it on some vocals maybe at the end. Let's just throw it on this whole track, maybe except the bass. So we'll, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So it's an AEV3, works in GarageBand. I've tested it in GarageBand. Yes, I did try it. Works in GarageBand, Cubase. Whatever you're using, whatever DAW is your poison, we don't discriminate here. It does work. As I said, this is on Mac and PC as well, if you want to get it there. What is it? GS. There it is. So, what's really cool on drums with this reverb, you can really take this to some interesting places. Now, of course, this is a remake of an analog device, so you can't lock it into your BPM. There's no sync. has that feedback. So really interesting too, because you can create some super cool stuff for drones. So you can get this to loop in on itself and really get some cool droney stuff happening. I mean, it's tape, man. So I'm going to close this out of here. We'll clear this out. Don't need it right now. Boom. And what I'm going to do is just open, let's do a MIDI track, a house mark, because that's pretty simple. Get my shit together. House mark. Connect this to a keyboard. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Sweet. Let's load the GS on here. And you can hear straight away, as soon as we get that on, there's that patented noise happening. How good is that? I know people get cracker hard on over this stuff these days. Well, we spent so many years trying to perfect getting noiseless recordings, and these days everybody just loves dirty old tape sounds. Lovely. So what I'm going to show you here is all the parameters are open in this as well. So I've got all our parameters. Lovely. So you can go in here and you can mess with this stuff. Just for an example, let's go over here now. So I've opened this MIDI channel, and we'll look for, what do we want to look for? We want to look for Rosetta LFO. We'll add an LFO here. And we can send this LFO over to this, and we can control part of this. So I'm going to head over here. And if you've never used an LFO before, check this out. So I've gone into it, up here, and I'm going to set here a MIDI source, and I want to choose this LFO. So now this LFO can control the knobs here. That's what we're trying to do. We want to get this LFO to control one of these knobs. So for example, I'm going to find the intensity, which is the feedback. Or maybe no, we'll do the repeat. Yeah, let's hit the repeat. So this is the repeat rate, and I'm pretty sure the LFO is 13. So it's CC 13 with Rosetta. Pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And we'll turn on this to channel 1. So now, if I shrink this down, hey Mix Club, what's happening? Now if I go over here to the LFO, yeah, so we're right. This is CC13 is now sending over to this knob here. Now if I hit play, you can see this knob's moving. We've got a moving knob. Look at that. Look at it go. Look at that. Look at it. Woo, it's off. So now when I hit a note, that rate is moving. So we're probably going a bit too fast here. Maybe we can slow this down a bit. Slow down this LFO, make it not so wild. So now that we've changed that, you can see it's only moving now from here to here. And we can go into and change we can do this for the intensity. So if we head back over here to our Rosetta LFO, we've got another one here, which is channel CC15. So we'll go back in up here to the parameters, and we'll find the intensity knob. There it is, the intensity knob. And we'll change this to CC15 and turn this on. And now you'll see that knob's now moving. So you can have multiple things connected. Let's go back over to our LFO. And we can change the rate of this LFO. So it's a slower and not so wide. Let's do that. And we can change the shape of it as well. So we can really mess with this. We can tempo sync it as well. So now the beauty of taking this analog equipment that used to be in the real world, these real world analog pieces of gear that are now replicated in the digital realm, we can use digital technology to make them even do more crazy stuff than they would in the past. You see, in the old days, you'd have to be sitting there with your guitar, turning the knob with one hand, and that's pretty fucking much impossible. But we have the power. So now if we add something like, what do we add? Just a Zoa. Bring in a Zoa, and we'll connect this Zoa to our house mark. We can add in another channel here. And you can see this is all going away, doing its thing. Plus, you can add your own effects over the top, so we could make it even more crazy. Maybe with I'll grab my guitar in a sec and we'll play some guitar through it. We'll wrap up kind of with that. Hey Barry, what's going on? Good to see you. So not only can you use it on things like, you know, keys, synth, guitar, all that kind of thing, you can use it with anything you want. Shall we bring some drums in as well? What shall we do? Use drum computer just on here? Where's drum computer? Listen to that sound. That authentic analog buzz. It's great. We'll throw it on these drums as well. GS. We'll just solo this. We'll find some drums. This is drum computer that I'm using here. What do we do? Shall we do something random? Just use the sugar bytes, see what we can find in here. So there's the drums by itself. How cool is that? We've taken out the complete drum beat, and now we've got a loop of the effect. So what's really cool as well is you can control the left and right input. So you can have one with the sounds coming through and one without. So really cool on vocal as well. I put the bots comment up because I was trying to delete it. But I got rid of it. So not too shabby for a vocal. Really nice. Hey, Princess. Yeah, so you can hear there's a lot of depth to that echo. It's a really nice echo. Hey. We can add some more bass to it, treble, take out that reverb. As I said, you can get this looping in on itself. Like that. And create some really interesting droning sounds, stuff like that. Yo. Let's go in and add an LFO to it. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll add an LFO to the, what do we do? To the repeat rate. Again, we'll turn this, to number 13, CC number 13. So now you can see this is spinning around. And we can even add this to the intensity. Yeah, baby. Yo. Let's add it to the intensity, number 15. Yo. Wicked stuff. Shall I grab the guitar? I think I shall. Okay. Let's kill all this. I don't think we need any of this. Maybe we do. Take that mic out of there. Grab a guitar. See what it does to a guitar. I'm going to grab my trusty Floyd Rose Artist Beast. And let's replace that vocal with a guitar. Hey, there we go. There we go. Now we've still got these, if we play these, now we'll get some weird stuff. kill this. We'll get rid of it and we'll bring in a brand new one. GS. Okay, let's have a play with these sounds. Give it some reverb. Nice. Beautiful stuff, man. It's a really, 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 really nice, nice sound. What have I got going over here on? We're in a C, aren't we? Let's change this to an E. Mess with that. Yeah, I know I'm the only moderator here. Fucking so much for help, huh? Good stuff. Anyway, there's the app. It's pretty damn cool, man. If you're into this kind of stuff, not everybody is into this kind of stuff, and that's okay. You don't have to be into this kind of stuff. These wonderful emulations of old studio gear. Oh, really? Another one? What the fuck? Where are they coming from tonight? I never get these things. Damn. There we go. Yes or no, princess? Thanks. All right. So that's it for today. What's coming up tomorrow? Let me kill this sound. Boom. Did you get one, Brad? No, I got that one. It says I got it. All righty. Boom, ba boom, 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 ba boom. So what's coming up tomorrow? Tomorrow we are taking a look at Silo tomorrow. So this is free Silo. If you were somebody who got Octane, this is connected to the Octane app, and this is an AV3 with a whole bunch of royalty-free samples. So it's a sample library that you can open up in GarageBand or whatever. So a whole bunch of samples that you can play directly into your DAW. It is a subscription model, but what's really cool about it is if you do subscribe to Silo, then you get all of the amazing sounds that's in Octane as well, which I covered in a previous show. So we'll have a look at this tomorrow. It's really cool. It's just dropped. And the day after that, I think we're looking at Time Verb X. I think the day after that, we're going to give you an update on my music video that I'm working on. And then, as I said, we've got an interview with JDL at the end of this week, which is all good in the hood. I'm looking forward to catching up with JDL, finding out more about how he makes music, how he got into music, all that kind of stuff. So typical interview and all that jazz. Yeah, we've got some cool stuff coming up on the channel, folks, over the next few weeks. We've got an album launch, which is very exciting. Night Train will be releasing his album here on the channel. All the usual stuff. We got really cool interview the week after, sponsored by DistroKid. And we got a really awesome artist performing live on the channel for the opening hour for this month as well, who happens to be Jamie Mallender. There you go, cat's out the bag. Jamie Mallender from Jamie TV is going to be performing live here on this channel. It's going to be super exciting. Hey, Mamsie. I didn't even see you there, man. Good to see you, Mamsie. Mamsie, baby. All right, that'll do it for me today. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, on the show. Remember, do this. Oh, yeah, Pete's up next with the YML. So if you hold on, you'll get automatically bounced, dumped, slammed, boinged straight over to Pete as soon as the show ends. So hang on to your hats and grab onto your ankles, bitches. You'll be sent over to Pete directly from my channel. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we all rise together. And you know what? Be a shower, not a grower. Boom. See you later.